some of our new consultants popping on, which will be exciting. Haley and Teresa. But I'm going to be on YouTube just in case. And Tori's not going to be able to be joining us for that. I'm sure she told you that she's got her stuff going on with her training for EMT. Did she tell you
Hmm.
about that? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there's Haley. Hey, look at how beautiful she is. Haley, so professional. I love it.
Hello.
I am not looking so nice right now. So we did an impromptu pizza dinner on the beach because we've been so busy. You know, guys know Haley lives down here, by the way, ladies. So Haley's my new beauty consultant, and she lives over in
Hello.
Leland. And yeah, so she was one of my brides. You guys remember when I did the bridal expo back in the spring? I met Haley there. We had a party, like a bridal pampering session, and we did a pink possibility chat. And talked about her joining Mary Kay, and but that was months ago. And then when the makeover contest came, I asked her if she would be part of the makeover contest with me, and she said yes. And then I asked her if she'd have a party for me, and she said yes. And then after the party, she said, I think I want to be a beauty consultant. So, and she's been a part of my life for several months now. And she's brilliant and smart. And she's going to be getting married, and her house is adorable. So, Haley, I'm so glad that you're part of my team. It's so good. But these are some of our sister beauty consultants kind of all over the country. Erica is up in Pennsylvania, in a town called Nicholson, and Maya's in Dixon City. So they're not too far from each other, not too far from Scranton. And then, oh, well, and Haley is very familiar with like one of her friends that was at her party, like is from Scranton area. And like she knew all about Riverside, like went to King's College and Wilkes-Barre. Like we were talking about all of the things. So Haley's very familiar with the Northeast. June is in Virginia. Hey, June, I'm glad that you're on here with us. And I don't know who Samsung is. I don't. Maybe that's Teresa. Is that you, Teresa? I don't know. It's all good. Whoever's on, we're glad that you're here.
It is me, if you can hear me.
Yes, yes, so good to see you. Well, hear you. I'm glad that you are on. So Teresa is also a new member of my team. So the way that Teresa and I kind of met in the nursery at my church like a while ago. Kind of like a passing thing, super busy with like all of these like little 2 year olds or their 18-month-olds. I don't know, they were busy. So we didn't really talk a whole lot. But then at that bridal expo, connected there, her daughter came through, and I was like, I know you. And so we made the connection, did a bridal pampering party for her daughter. And then Teresa and her daughter came and did the makeover contest. I asked Teresa if she'd have a party for me. Teresa said yes. Teresa decided after the party she wanted to be a beauty consultant, and she has her debut party this Friday, and the hostess has like 10 people coming. So we are very excited about that for Teresa as well. So love the new people, love the new people. This is so good. So, we're going to start out with something that we haven't had the chance to do in a while, and that is the new consultant oath. So we used to do when we had our meetings in person. Of course, I'm on my meeting. Close the door. I don't know. Okay, we will find it. So sorry. So when we had our meetings in person, it was like a repeat after me kind of thing. And it doesn't work so well on Zoom. So you guys have to repeat after me, but on mute. Okay. So this is your new consultant oath, Haley and Teresa. You get to do this. And Erica, Maya, and June are going to join you in solidarity. Okay. So I want your families hearing you. All right, ready? My friends are all shocked when I told them my plan. My family said, what? But I took a strong stand. I closed up my ears while my heart led the way. I made a decision to join Mary Kay. It wasn't all easy, but I had lots of fun. And boy, weren't they surprised when they saw what I'd won. the ladders and ribbons. We don't really do that anymore. And diamonds and beads. We do that. We do diamonds and beads. And they just about fainted when I showed them my keys. So now when they see me, who cares what they think? Because deep down inside, my blood runs pink. Okay, so I hope you liked that. Haley and Teresa are like, what have I gotten myself into? Oh, we got a heart from Haley. Thanks, Haley. Haley works for the hospital system. I know that Novant's not doing that kind of stuff, Haley, right? So, oh, Teresa gave a heart too. Teresa came from insurance. So, ladies, this is like the most fun, like little sisterhood situation ever. So we're excited to have you here. Let's go into our announcements first, let you girls know what's coming up. So Ashley and we have had quite the months, but we are having an event on Thursday. It's a YouTube event, and I'm very excited about it. We've done like pumpkin spice makeovers before in the past, like every October. This time we are kind of not calling it pumpkin spice makeovers because we're just like, let's do something a little different. So this is going to be signature scents and shades of the season. So it's going to be all autumn things. And so we're going to be doing a really pretty eye palette. Instead of doing like the shiny penny, we're putting some rose gold in there with hazelnut, biscotti, and espresso. Shy blush. I mean, very warm. Beach bronze lip gloss. We're showcasing the mascara. And then this is different. I wanted to talk about some fragrance. Now, you would be surprised how many people purchase fragrance over YouTube and over Zoom without even smelling it. I am not that person, but there are people that you can tell them what the midtones and overtones and undertones and whatever the tones are, and they buy fragrance. It's kind of crazy. So we are going to talk about two signature scents. I asked ChatGPT, what are like two fragrances in the Mary Kay line that are really fall forward? And they told me. And so one of them is Illuminea, which I guessed. If you girls have ever sampled Illuminea, it is a very rich, warm, it's expensive too because it is an eau de parfum, I believe, as opposed to an eau de toilette or something like that, or it's an eau de extract. I don't know. It whatever it is, it's like expensive and it's special. And so it's our most expensive one, but it is the most luxurious. Like you smell rich when you wear it. So we're going to talk about the Illuminea, and then we've got Forever Diamonds, which does have some notes of like woody florals. And it really, Forever Diamonds is good for all seasons. But that woody florals, like there's a little bit of amber in there too, kind of make it good for the fall. So we're going to try it out. We're going to talk about some fragrances on this event too. But Ashley and we always like to, one of us does our makeup while the other one talks about it. And so it's a little bit of a tutorial, and it's a great way for you to learn about makeup, but get some guests on. We are going to have shopping specials. So we are doing, as our shopping special, the whole look is going to be on sale if they decide they want that. So let me pull that up here. Hold on. And this is all going to be posted in our Facebook group. If you're not in our Facebook group, just text me and I will send that to you, the link for that. But yeah, they can get the whole look, which is the Lash Intensity Mascara, the Beach Bronze Lip Gloss, the Petite Palette, which has all four of the eyeshadows in it, and the blush for $80. They actually save $12 when they get that whole thing that evening. And then we're doing a 15% off fall scent special. So if they want either one of those fall fragrances, the Illuminea or the Forever Diamonds, they can get 15% off that evening. So that takes the Illuminea from 80 down to 68, and Forever Diamonds from $46 down to $39. And remember, when they hit $50 after discounts, they have access to our shopping specials as well with all the 50% off items. Again, new people, If anything sounds unfamiliar, I want you to write questions down. Okay, write down questions to text me afterwards, and I'll send you all because I can't remember what I've told you and what I haven't told you. So that's that. So that's going to be this Thursday. It's 8 o'clock. It's on YouTube. It's not too late to invite. Although I'm sorry that I'm just getting this info to you now. That's just where we're at. As far as other events that are coming up, I don't know if I have other things on my I don't have the other things on my calendar. So we will it is the 20th. Lori is back from her vacation. I'm getting the calendar to you early for November because I know November and December are crazy months with the holidays. I'm busy too. We're all busy, so we want to make sure that we're really strategic. And that takes us to the topic for this evening, which is holiday selling. Now, holiday selling can look like a whole range of different of intensity, I guess. It can look like a lot of different things. And that's one of the things that all of us join Mary Kay for because it can just fit, right? The Mary Kay business can just fit for where we are in our seasons of life, what we want to get out of Mary Kay, what our goals are. It's just such a beautiful opportunity that you can make it what you want. And that goes for holiday selling too. Now, my holiday selling has looked like a lot of things over the years. I have done open houses where people come to my house and I have a bunch of gifts wrapped up and people are doing their holiday shopping and getting things, like I'm a store, like I'm a retail store. But then they're also going into my cabinets and they're getting what they want from themselves, right? And everything is out that way. And I'm, serving cookies and hot chocolate or, hot apple cider or whatever, like kind of something festive. I have, maybe my whole house isn't decorated for Christmas, depending on when it is, but I've got a tree up and it's just very holiday shopping, right? People love to come to my house for that. They really do. What has held me back in years past, honestly, has just been time and energy and me being intentional about it. But people really do like that. Now, with doing an open house, just a couple of like um what is it? Tips, pro tips to have it go well is be very strategic about your timing and like what hours you're willing to have this open house. So I have had it that it's just available for, from a Friday, Thursday night until like a Saturday morning at noon or Friday night until all day Saturday. So I've done different ways like that and people just pop in. I have found it to be a whole lot more beneficial to schedule people. And like, these are my days in my open house. What time do you want to come? What works for you on, would Friday or Saturday be better? And these are the times that and it's just like when we do bookings, we give 2 to 3 options, right? Friday night or Saturday. Okay, great. Morning or evening. Okay. 10 or 11, right? And we keep on offering those choices until we narrow down to a time that works for both of us. And so that is really helpful for that. Um, Another thing that's really helpful for doing an open house is to have some kind of incentive that when they come and bring a friend, they get a gift with purchase, right? Or they get some kind of discount, or they get a gift from a freebie basket, whatever works for you. That would be depending on what you have on hand. Now, open houses are if you have product on hand. If you don't have product on hand, there are other ways that you can sell. So we're going to be sharing those ideas tonight. But the open house, you do want to have that decision made. If you haven't decided now, you want to decide yes or no if you're doing an open house now and when you're having it, because it is something to prepare for, and it is something that you want to have a communication schedule, if you will, of text, email, Facebook. Some people put things out in the mail to invite people. A paper invite is very, very powerful for inviting people. That's stuff that you just want to know ahead of time. So, brand new people, you don't have to do an open house. Like it is okay. You do not have to do an open house to be successful. But I did, kind of throw it out there that hey, what has worked for you ladies? We've got some seasoned beauty consultants on here that have been through a few holiday seasons and they have had some success with things, whether that be particular gifts that you focused on selling, words that you've used, a strategy that you've done. I will share one more thing that I did that worked out really well for me during COVID, right? Because we couldn't have open houses. I had a virtual open house and I invited my customers to join my own private, it was a Zoom event. And I just, for 15 minutes, held up some gifts, held up some products. Why are they great? Who would they be great for? What's the price point? And people texted me what they want afterwards. And you don't even have to have product on hand to do that. You can show pictures of things. You can hold up your own personal product and then order what they need afterwards when they text you. So doing something virtual and just inviting people for like a 15 to 20-minute event is also an option. But would anyone like to share just some holiday strategies that have worked for you in the past so that, yeah, you would love to share with our team? Oh, Erica, yeah.
So I have it right over there. But anyway, so I last year one of the things I did was girls like kids makeup sets because it's non-toxic and it's a lot better for their skin. I sold quite a few of them and I wrapped them all up, made them all cute, but we don't have the palettes anymore for them, but you can make up your own palette with one of like the petite palettes. You can pick out, even one blush and an eyeshadow or a couple different eyeshadows. There's those mini brushes. And then anything that you buy from section two, because on section two, that is like there's little mini micellar waters. There's
You
these
can keep
little mini
talking.
micellar waters, and they're the same size as the eye makeup removers. I believe they're like 450 each. Just make sure that you're including all of your cost, your tax, your shipping, like all of the things for these gifts because they can't get it anywhere else and it's a convenience that you're giving to them. Wrapping and a ribbon and boxes, all of the things. When you don't need to tell them, oh well, this is $4, but when I add it to this, it makes it 35 or whatever. Just throwing a number out there. But if you just tell them a set price of what your kit that you came together with is, wrapped and everything, tax included, is also really good for Christmas. Any of your gifts, make it like an even amount, tax included, because people, they get to the register at the store and tax is crazy amount. So if we can just include that already, then it really does help their brain to be like, oh, it's only that much. You're not adding more on. So I really loved doing these little things for the girls last year. Um, Maya even found some really cheap and cute like bags to put them in. I found other bags, but hers were like super cheap. Um and let's see. I did not do last year, but in the past I have done. I'm trying to see if I have it over there somewhere. I don't see them. I don't know where they are. But anyways, if you go to the Dollar Tree, there's these, they think they come in a 2-pack, little popcorn tin, or they're plastic, but little popcorn things. And you can do a movie mask and me. Now you can't do the movie anymore because I don't think Redbox is a thing anymore, which is okay. You can still put a popcorn. You can do a charcoal mask or a gel mask. Those are good options because of their price point. Grab a headband. Amazon, they're like super cheap on there. A spa headband. You can include um Right. The masking applicator, if you want, you make it all cute. You do cellophane around it. I do ask usually like who it's for. If it's for a teacher, cellophane around it is great. If it's for some like teenager or whatever, sometimes they want it in a box wrapped, like actually wrapped in a box. Um,
Oh, there it is,
Maya
Maya. Thank
has
you.
the popcorn. Oh, there you go. Maya has the popcorn thing. So we use those. Um, and those are really fun to put together. And then another one that people love that teachers love is a mug with a hand cream in it and either hot chocolate or tea or a Keurig coffee thing or something.
Yeah.
Um, you don't have to go all out. Something that I've learned with, yep, Maya has those. Something I've learned with Christmas gifts, especially for teachers and their postman, like all the people, is you want to keep your price point 30 and under, tax included, because they're not going to spend unless they have amazing teachers. Most of them are not spending, you know, oodles amounts of money on their teachers. I think the most someone spent on a teacher last year was like 20 bucks. So I do try and keep my price points down. Um, yeah, so
That's
anyways,
great.
those are a few
Thank you.
things I do.
Yeah, I love that. The popcorn container, Maya, that's so genius. You put that like microwavable popcorn. This is what my movie and mask and me used to look like with the red box thing. But and there's these tags. These are on our Facebook group, by the way, too. And so of course you can always make an easy tag on Canva, but like Erica was just talking about like the mug, and calling it like coffee and cream, right? Like the hand cream with coffee or tea and cream or whatever. And having a tag, I think, elevates the gift, right? And so we have tags already on Facebook that you can print out, but you can always make things too. Very popular is the Santa approved coal, right? To put on a charcoal mask. My brother got the biggest kick when I gave him a charcoal mask and I called it Santa approved coal. He used the whole thing in like 3 applications. I'm like, Andrew, are you putting this on your entire body? Like, you don't go through a whole tube of charcoal mask in 3 times, but he like loved it so much. And yeah, and this is just an example of, I think I got this bag at like Five Below or something, and that's where I put like all the little girls thing. I had one more left over. The headbands you can get on Amazon. Like you can also get them if you girls want to write this down. Court of Achievers. Court of Achievers is going to have a lot of inexpensive. Actually, the Court of Achievers headbands was the cheapest I've ever seen them. Weren't they like a dollar, right, Maya? Like $1.25 each or something? Um, yeah, they're the cheapest. You can get like a pack of 10 and you can add this to any gift. Like you can add this to any gift and it makes it really nice. Another option, Court of Achievers is going to have a lot of insert papers. Like this bag is our miracle. Yep, she's got it right there. This is our miracle set bag that just has a paper in it. And that made it, and then there's products in here. And that makes it into a gift, like a spa headband. And then I've got 2 masks in there. And it says, May your skin be merry and bright. I mean, like, and it's done and it's wrapped, right? And nobody sees it. And then, I always love the little snowmen with the mint bliss and the socks. Are the socks still available? I haven't heard if they've sold out. I don't know. Right now, ladies, you go to marykayintouch.com, go to the ordering. Oh, Erica might be looking it up. But the socks are free with purchase of the Mint Bliss lotion. And it's free. And socks have been getting more expensive. They used to be $1, but now fuzzy socks are like $3. Like they're harder to find. So to get free socks, and then, there are a million YouTube tutorials as to how to make this, but this box in here is the Mint Bliss lotion with with the going into a sock, and then we roll a sock on top to make it into a little beanie hat. And then this paper is from our Facebook page. You can just print it out and tape it on around the back. Erica, what do you know?
They are still available. The only thing so far that's sold out is the silkening oil. That is gone.
No, for confidently you.
Yep.
Our
But
silkening
everything else is
oils
available.
go. Yeah, those oils. They are very popular. They are very, very popular.
I
June,
was
I
gonna
see
say,
that you are unmuted. Did you have something to share?
well, I was waiting for you to take a break so I could tell you that they were still available because I looked at it earlier today.
Oh, good. Oh, good, June. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, and the thing is simplicity and to sell multiples of things is going to be um having a lower price point. If you can have gifts that are like $15, that people will be like, okay, I need five, right? Because they're going through all of like the different things that they can go through. And so a lot of what, Mary Kay has a lot of new products that are out right now, but our regular line, it just makes beautiful gifts. Do you know that cosmetics and skincare are the number two most popular gift category during the holidays? So if you were wondering, if you're in the right place at the right time, you are for the holidays. Women like getting this stuff for Christmas. They don't always want to buy it, but they want. And I remember the lady who would cut my kids' hair. It was after Christmas, and she asked about like, what did we get for Christmas? And I said, "What'd you get for Christmas?" She said, "Makeup." That's all she said. She wanted makeup for Christmas. So, makeup is a very appealing gift for people. Skincare, body care, very appealing. And we'll be talking, we're not going to talk about this right now because we don't have to, but we'll be talking about selling to men as we get further along in the holiday season because they're last minute shoppers anyway. And they're very easy to, oh, look at how cute. Did you make all of those, June? They're so cute. June is very creative with her wrapping, and she went all out last year and sold so much stuff. So yeah, and June, you did the adopt a grandparent last year too, right? And wrapped everything up. So so excited that you are here, June, to share that with you. So we talked about like the open house. We talked about booking stop and shops. We talked about doing something virtual. Another thing is to have a basket where you put these items in and you show people. You walk around, it's called your holiday baby, and you walk around with your basket of Mary Kay goodies, and people are going to say, "What do you got there?" And they're going to want to shop, right? And they're going to even want things for themselves. Oh, there you go. Look at how great. Is that for this year? Or was that last year, June? That was last year. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I know you did so much last year. Um, so yeah, but having, gifts already made up, just a smattering of things, or you could just pick one gift and just load up a basket. And when you have your parties, when you're doing your Mary Kay appointments, you're doing your facials and your parties, when you're walking around at the grocery store. I mean, my friend Glenda would have her basket everywhere she went. They'd be like, "What do you got there?" She goes, "Oh, I didn't want to keep it out in the car, because of the sun beating in or whatever. But these are this is my Mary Kay baby. And these are all gifts that I have to sell." People are doing cash and carry right in the grocery store, right? And just like buying things right off of her. So, again, the holidays can be as simplistic, and it can also be as like ambitious as you want it to be, and everything in between. But don't let it pass you by. Don't let it pass you by. If nothing else, get yourself a catalog and mark it up for what you're getting for your own personal holiday shopping, because all of you have a 50% discount. And so if you're not shopping from yourself to give holiday gifts, you're missing out. You're missing out on some great, easy, like convenient sales that you don't have to be like busting down doors or hoping things come in the mail and Amazon on time, and they like you use your own store to do your own holiday shopping. Please, please, please do that. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I remember when you did that. So those are the socks on the outside of the package. Yeah. Ladies, I will post in our Facebook group some YouTube links because there are different companies that work really well with Mary Kay products for packaging. They are selling their own packaging. Do not feel like you have to buy their stuff. If you see something and you're like, "That's simple, that's easy, I can sell that," and it works for you and it's going to benefit you, then go for it. But if nothing else, just get ideas, right? Just get ideas from people because there are wonderfully creative, like June and Maya, very creative people that know how to make things beautiful with simple things. And so, yeah, so that's that. So kind of like we're going to be talking about the holidays as we're going through. So we're not going to lay it all out, but this is kind of like an introduction to start having you think through what you want to do, and what's going to work well for you. There and always have a coaching call with me if you want to, kind of talk through what your schedule looks like. Really, where you start, don't even look at your schedule and decide what you want to do. Look at your goal of how much profit you want to make. That's where you start. Start with how much money do I want to make in these next 2 months? And what's that money for? Is that for Christmas, right? Do you want to have a debt-free Christmas? Is that for a trip that I want to go on? Is that for a gift I want to buy myself, right? Is that for a gift I want to buy someone else? Whether it be someone in your family or someone who's really special to you. But what is your sales goal? Start there and give yourself that um, permission to dream, right? So often we sell ourselves short of what we think we can do and what we think we're capable of and what we think we have time for and we have energy for. Um, Engaging in holiday sales, it is going to add to your schedule, but it can also add to your bank account. And so what's worth it to you? What do you want to get out of it? It can be anything from as simple as like, I want to profit $500. If I had an extra $500, that would pay for this, right? Or that would go towards this. And then you figure out, okay, how am I going to sell $500? What does my life look like right now? How can I get $500 in sales to fit in the life I already have? Right. And that could be with designated holiday sales. It can also just be doing what we always do, which is showing the product. I mean, Haley and Teresa have their launch parties coming up. Teresa this Friday. Haley, we just booked hers, for a few weeks. And that might like just because it's the holidays, we don't stop doing pampering sessions. We don't stop doing parties. There's always going to be a profitable margin there. There's always going to be a benefit to having those things. So, maybe it's having a couple extra holiday parties. Maybe it's, designated holiday sales, but have a goal for these next few months, ladies. This is the time. This is our most this is we do the most in sales is this time of year. So if you don't have that goal, that's the first step. And then get in touch with me to strategize and how we can make that happen. All right. So let's go into our recognition for this evening. If you sold any Mary Kay products in the past, we're going to say 2 weeks, because last week we were with Cheryl Fulcher for the $1 Million Monday message. And so I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. So look at your sales. Hopefully you know those off the top of your head. If you sold $1 in the past 2 weeks, will you raise your hand? Yay! Okay, awesome. June too. All right. If you sold $100, keep your hands up. If you sold $200, keep your hands up. $300. Erica's still going. Oh, Erica, what'd you sell? That's low for you, girl.
$298 last week.
$298 last week. Okay, so we're not counting the week before. All right, so that does track. That does track for a week for you. I will accept it. I will accept it. Very good. I think my party with you, Haley, I still have to add it up, but it was like $600. I mean, I'm telling you what, I love these parties. I love my parties. Like, so exciting. So exciting. And that's your people, Haley. They're your customers now. So yeah, they're going to be reordering what they just purchased, and it's good stuff. All right, so let's talk about bookings. Okay, so if you have any parties on your book right now, from now until forever, parties meaning 3 or more people, will you raise your hand if you have a party booked? Teresa does have a party booked. She's got her party booked this Friday. So Teresa's the queen of sales. Okay, for party bookings. Let's talk about individual faces. How many faces do you have booked? Raise your hand if you've got one. Oh, girls, I got pneumonia and everybody. Oh, there we go, Danny. Thank you. Thank you for raising your hand. I feel like we all got pneumonia for a moment. Okay, Danny, you've got one Facebook, two Facebook. Keep your hands raised. 3, 4, 5. Awesome, Danny. Okay, yay. Danny is also in Virginia with June. They used to work together until June got the good life of retirement. And now she's going all over the place in her, RV and like living it up. It's so nice. I'm telling you what, June, I love it. I love watching your adventures and everything that you're doing. And Danny is, oh my goodness, serving our people basically a first responder and help in the corrections, system. So Captain Watson, love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's talk about Pink Possibility Chats. We shared the opportunity with anyone in the past 2 weeks. Raise your hand. Okay, I did. Haley's on my team. Yay. So exciting, so exciting. So ladies, let's get back into our full circle. Let this be our jump start. I am well again. I have energy again. I can think again, and we are ready to go. Okay, so this is going to be a really fun next few weeks. We will be here next week, Monday, as well, doing our own meeting. And so if you have any questions that you would like for me to cover, let me know. Okay. But otherwise, have a great evening. Thanks for joining me tonight. We'll see you on Thursday. Everything will be communicated through Facebook. And again, if you have any questions, text me or call me. All right. But I love to hear from you and I love you all. Thanks for being on my team. Love you. Bye.